All right. Sorry, that felt too official. Hello again and welcome to MDEV 25. I am Ross. We are doing some MDEV creator conversations. I am sitting here with Camden, and I hear we're about to talk about Duck Duck Hotel. Camden, at first, could you just tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Sure, my name is Camden. I'm non-binary. My pronouns are they, them, and I am our main systems engineer for Duck Duck Hotel. This is a senior capstone project for us at Ball State University in Indiana. This is our second semester that we've been working on this. In the first semester, we had a lot of small groups in our class, roughly 2 to 3 students in every group, and then at the end of the semester, we pitched all of our games to 5 different publishers, and then those publishers narrowed it down to 3 total games. So for the next 2 semesters, those are the games that we're working on. I'm very fortunate that my game was one of the ones picked, Duck Duck Hotel, so now we have a little bit of a bigger team. We have 5 people now working on this. We're all computer science students, so it looks like a computer science game right now, but visually it will be much better once we release it.
So I've seen the Duck Duck Hotel trailer, but I would love to know more about it. Could you describe Duck Duck Hotel in 10 words or less? Or more. I mean, less if possible, more if you feel like it.
Okay, I've got my lines down now. We've been practicing them the last 2 days. You play as a duck and you are managing a hotel for lots of different bird species. Currently 10 bird species, but we're going to work our way up to around 50 or 60. And from all those bird species, of course, they all have their different wants and needs that you're trying to fulfill. You're playing this game over 4 seasons. You start in spring and you go all the way through to winter. Every season has different bird species that you have to plan for and accommodate for, and all of the different seasons as well also have different possible random events that can happen, possible positive and negative things that can affect your hotel. So every playthrough is going to be very random, very replayable. Hopefully a fun game. That was not 10 words, but...
I mean, there were 10 words in there, so it's totally fine. If you were to guess, what would be the types of gamers that would really enjoy a game like Duck Duck Hotel?
It looks like a cozy game, but I would put us more into the played up or overcooked category, where it's a very fast-paced game that you can definitely play in a cozy way. We will have difficulty settings to allow for that, but the intended way is it's going to be very fast-paced. And a lot of players say, I'm so stressed playing this, which was not the intentional goal, but we've definitely kind of made our way into that sense.
I mean, there are definitely games that are designed to have the right amount of stress, and so it's A-okay to go for that. Now, Duck Duck Hotel, what is the plan on release, platforms, demos? What is the plan there?
Yeah, so we're going to be releasing next semester on Steam, hopefully right before we all graduate. Target date for that right now is March for 2026, and then hopefully after that, Steam Deck compatibility. I want full Steam compatibility for all of the different controllers that you could use for that, and then hopefully after that, I would love to go to the Switch if we can get funding or publishing or whatever you would need for that. I have no idea how that works, but I think the Switch would be great for this game too.
Sweet. Now, switching up a little bit, what are games that inspire you right now?
Particularly for Duck Duck Hotel, big inspiration for this is Hotel Dash, which is a game that no one has ever heard of. It's like 20 years old, made by the same people that made Diner Dash, but for hotels instead. And then a few other games, obviously Played Up and Overcooked had a big inspiration. I like the Papa's genre a lot, so we took a lot of not mechanics, but like system overlay and that kind of stuff from the Papa genre. And then some of my personal favorite games, Terraria, Factorio, Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Mind Over Magic recently, which also no one has ever heard of, but that's kind of my genre.
Awesome. Now, you are in Indy Alley at MDEV. What does being at MDEV mean for you?
This is the first convention that I've ever been to for showing anything that I've ever done. I've been to only like 2 or 3 conventions before this in the gaming space like this, so this is a fantastic opportunity for not only us as students, but for everyone that's come and been able to play our game, play everyone else's games. I've really enjoyed coming and watching some of the presentations as well from like real people in real professional space, not something I've ever gotten to do much before, so it's been a really, really great experience, and I'm glad I made the drive up here. It's not a short drive.
Awesome. What's been what would you say your one favorite thing has been so far, if you can pick?
Watching people sit down and play not even just my game, but all the games that I see around us in the showcase the hallway. I love people sitting down, playing a new game that they've probably never heard of, almost certainly never heard of, and having a great time. Seeing the smiles. We just had 2 little young girls. I would estimate their ages to be like 9 or 10, and they were having a great time with our game, which is not at all our intended audience.
It's interesting how that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to track what's happening with Duck Duck Hotel, what are the best ways to keep track of you?
Definitely on our Steam page. We have a Discord, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube that I'm going to be posting a lot more on, hopefully in the next few months. But prior to our release, you'll be able to see lots more updates through our game there, especially once the game is a lot more visually appealing. That'll be fun. You'll see a lot more from us there.
I wanted to start a little bit about the appearances being deceiving. I have not yet played the demo, but I have seen the trailer, and I made some assumptions about the game. I said, "Oh, this is a real cozy duck hotel, real chill thing," and immediately found out that I was wrong. Can we talk about how sometimes the look and feel of a game can be incredibly different from its intended play loop? And how that either works for or against Duck Hotel.
Sure. So this game is very much a me game. This game was made by me for me, essentially. So I like cute birds, I like cute games, and I also like to be very stressed when I'm playing games. So those are my genres, and that's what I put together in this game. So yes, you play as a duck. Yes, you have lots of cute ducks and lots of other cute birds on your screen, but at the same time, you have 10 seconds to get them lettuce. If you don't get them lettuce, they're gonna leave and cost you a star. It's a very fast game. If you fail that, then you're not gonna. I don't use the word survive because there's no death in this game. I don't put deaths in my game. There's never any killing or health, even. So there's no health.
Wait, you heard it here first, folks. The birds are gonna be okay.
Yes.
The ducks are fine. Okay. It's gonna be okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, no death ever. I don't think in any single game I've ever made has there even been a health bar, which is a fun stat that I've kept for myself. But yeah, as long as you keep your birds happy, they'll be happy and they'll give you more money.
Now, one of the things that you talked about is as far as inspiration in similar games, a game like Overcooked, which has a similar frenetic pace and the desire to be as perfect as possible. One part of Overcooked is that it is a friendship straining co-op experience. Is multiplayer at the core? Is this designed to be single player, frustrating first, multiplayer sometime? Talk about the collectiveness of these frustrating experiences and how these games interact.
So when I originally pitched the game, it was going to be exactly like Overcooked, where it's like a 1 to 4 player game. You're supposed to be playing this on the couch, which is why I pitched Switch so hard originally as well. I thought it would work really well sitting together on a couch. But we spent so much time getting multiplayer to work, even just locally. It was not worth it for us as a 3-semester project. We would have spent all 3 semesters making this a multiplayer game instead of making this a good game. So we wanted to focus a lot more on making it a good game first, and then in the world that this becomes a very popular game and we have lots of people telling us I want to play this with my friends, then yes, we would definitely go back into the multiplayer sphere. We're still programming this in such a way that it could be transitioned to multiplayer fairly easily with that in the back of our heads, but as of right now, it is not at all multiplayer.
Awesome. So talking about frustrating talking about frustrating perfectionist experiences. Is Overcooked like the main one? I know that Out of Space, Moving Out are similar games where you have to do things and you don't have enough time and you end up doing things kind of sloppy and weird, but just good enough. Is that sort of in the pipeline of ideas there, or just is there multiple sets of inspiration in addition to the lovely birds and the frustration of Overcooked?
So I feel like it's inspiration from Overcooked and Moving Out and that kind of genre, but I feel like those are level games. We're not a level game, we're a roguelike game, so you're playing in the same world for the entire game, essentially. So we're aiming for about 2 to 3 hours to be the total game time, so that way you can have a lot of replayability and play lots of different games in lots of different ways. But you're not, like, every level is not, like, one mechanic like it is in Overcooked. Like, there's not, you're only cooking burgers this time. It's, you have all these different kinds of birds, and there might be a time limit on these different birds, such as they only come in spring, but that time limit is a lot longer than just one level. So that's, I think, a big differentiator.
Awesome. So as this has been a learning and collaborative project, Are there any people in particular that have been an influence or a help that you would like to call out and give either thanks or gratitude to during this time?
Oh no, what's his name?
Shout out, what's his name?
Overgrown. I'm not a terrible person. He is I believe, Dutch programmer that I've been watching a lot on YouTube. He's been making fantastic devlogs, and the reason why I came to MDEV, honestly, is because he went to a Czech version of MDEV, and I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. I followed his exact process for his booth setup, and I was like, yes, our booth looks fantastic now. He's been secretly a big inspiration that, again, probably no one has ever heard of.
I mean, the people don't need to be famous to be inspirational, and I think that's the point of community-driven events like this, is that if you reach out and hit one person that understands you, that's enough. Anything else, parting thoughts that you wanted to give before we headed out? Check out the game?
Check out the game, yeah, that would be good. I'm having a great time here. I don't know.
Awesome. Yep, we're having a great time. Thanks again for tuning in. Ross and MDEV signing out.